Hi, I'm Jason from Woody's Auto Sales, here to show you this 2003 Harley Davidson Road King Classic. It's got 28,000 miles, been well taken care of. Lots and lots of nice options. I've got lots and lots of accessories that go with this bike. So this bike has been decked out pretty well with Willie G stuff. If you look close, and I've included them in the photos, you've got the Willie G on all the running boards. So all the running boards are Willie G, all the pedals Willie G. It's got Willie G on the gas cap. So it's just got all those accessories everywhere. All those have been upgraded. I had a gentleman tell me that all the levers here, these are all upgrades here. You've got them up here on the, you got the Willie G handlebars or hand grips, mirrors, upgrades. Willie G on the mud flap down here. So it's got the white wall tires. It's got bullet speakers on the handlebars, as you can see. Place for your phone right there. An auxiliary cord on it. It's got the upgraded tack and speedo combo. It's got all the work here on the dash. It's got very tastefully done LEDs. They're blue LEDs. They look real nice at night. I mean, like I say, they're tastefully done. They're not super extreme. So they just show off nice. It does have the passing lights and everything. Oh, I turned them off. Everything works on the bike. It's got a recently new battery. It does have the charging cord on it too. It's got some LEDs here. Oh, it does have the, I'm not able to tap it so you can see it, but it's got the flashing brake light too. So when you tap it, it pulses. So it's more noticeable. It's got the LED tail lights or signal lights also. It's got leather saddlebags. Lots of chrome everywhere, as you can see. I do have a windshield for it, so it's the quick release windshield. I do have a quick release sissy bar as well that goes on here, and I do have the luggage rack for it as well. And I do have a giant pack that comes with it that goes on the luggage rack. I do have extra bike lock stuff for it. I just got a lot of stuff for the bike too that comes with it. So it does have like a touring pack if you want it to, not a hard pack but a soft one. So it doesn't have a touring luggage bag on the back, but it does have a big soft pack that goes onto the luggage rack. That's quick release as well. So that will all come with this motorcycle. Tires are good. Oh, it does have Reinhardt exhaust, so it sounds good. I'll fire it up in a second. I know that audio on a video is not the best. I mean, it's not going to sound as true to life, but tires are decent. It's got 28,000 miles, like I said earlier. Paint's in awesome shape. Brakes are good. Like I said, everything works. I'm trying to think of what else to tell you about the motorcycle. I have checked the cam shoes. This is the year that has those plastic cam shoes, and right now they're all right, but they are showing wear. They've got some grooves in them, so they'll need to be changed out. And I know there's upgrades that you can do to those cam shoes so they're not plastic anymore, and that's just up to you. It's a maintenance thing. A couple of years ago when I checked into it, I think Harley Davidson quoted me about $800 to do that. Legends down Springville does it also, or if you're in Salt Lake, I know there's lots of places that do it too. So that's one maintenance item that will need to be done on this bike pretty soon. I'm just letting you know that hasn't been done recently, and so they're not coming apart or anything, but they are definitely showing signs of wear, and you'd want to get that done pretty soon so they don't come apart in your oil. But that is one thing that you need to be aware of if you've not owned a Harley before, or especially these years that have those plastic cam shoes. Other than that, it's been maintained well, oil changed regularly, and I did just put a new fuel pump in it last fall. The O-rings right here in this, and that's also an upgrade, the little fancy cover for the fuel lines and everything. Anyway, that I started the O-rings in that quick release fuel line started leaking on me on a ride last fall, and so I brought it back to my place, and we went to change it, and we changed that fitting right there, and then putting it all back together, it wasn't running right, and so I put a new fuel pump in it, and it definitely was weak. The old one was weak, and it pumps real fast now and hard. And then even then we were having a few issues, and then I discovered that little there's an accordioned plastic fuel pickup line in that you hook back onto that fuel pump, and it was brittle, and it had a small crack in it. So that's been replaced too. So now it pressures up perfect, starts right up every time, and so that's all been taken care of. So new fuel pump, new little accordioned plastic fuel line inside the tank, new fuel line down here, new O-rings, so you're good to go on all of that. See, we've even got Willie G on all the shifter levers and everything. So somebody, not me, but somebody accessorized this pretty well. I bought this bike as a salvage bike. Somebody tipped it on its side. Very minor. It was a running, driving bike when I bought it. I bought it years ago. I've had this bike probably about 5 years now. I haven't put a lot of miles on it. I think it had like 25,000 or 26,000 miles. I might have put 2,000 miles on it maybe in the last 5 years. I don't ride much, but I just loved the bike, loved the look, and the damage was so minor. It had this other, used to have the other, and it still has a place for it. You could get it. There's a seat that goes, there's another one of these backrests that goes right here in the middle, and it had taken the brunt of the damage. This one wasn't on it at the time. I got this one later. So it just had this backrest on it when it got in the wreck, and it was ripped up. So I just took it off and I threw it away because I didn't want to ride with it. I didn't need it. And when my wife rides, she's just happy with the backrest that she has. So I don't have that. So you would have to get one of those if you wanted it. But there was that damage, and then it had a little bit of damage on the tank right here, which I was able to fix. I run a body shop, and so I fixed that. I did not have to get into the stripes. I re-cleared the entire tank, but I was able to save the stripes and the emblems and everything. So that's all original. So it does have some rash right here still on this clutch lever, and it has a little bit on the forward controls, or the hand controls, sorry, not forward controls, on the hand controls right here. And I don't think this side got any. No. It was just that one, and at the time I had a hard time finding anything. I'm sure they're out there, replacements, and then the cruise control button is missing right there. So the mirror took some rash and was broken, and I replaced both mirrors. But and then the headlight bezel, it's got a little bit of rash right there. Again, at the time that I built the bike, I couldn't find one used, and that was years ago. I'm sure if I was diligent this whole time, I could have found one that's in great shape on eBay or something and replaced it. Or some of the motorcycle places that J&P Cycles, is it? I don't know. I haven't bought so many parts for this, the aftermarket ones, but anyway, they're out there, and it's an easily replaced item. The dash is not damaged. There's nothing rash on there. So you're looking at these hand controls on the left side, and this clutch lever right there, and the headlight bezel right there. The running boards are good. Oh, the highway bar, it's got a little bit right there, and the saddlebag rack, a little bit right there. So at any rate, those are things that I opted not to replace. The leather on the saddlebags, the stitching is coming out a little bit on them. They're just a little bit sun beaten at times. I mean, they're still in great shape. They look good, but the stitching has come undone on the lids just a little bit. I think on both of them. Let me see this one. This one's not as bad. I mean, it's starting to right here just a little bit, but they still look good. I didn't mind. So let me go ahead and fire it up for you before it gets too dark out here. Put it neutral. go ahead and turn on those LED lights on the engine again so you can see them. It's getting a little bit darker outside, so yeah, you can see those. They just toggle on and off. Like I said, and the ones on the back, they're on all the time when the lights come on. Those blue LEDs always come on. Let's see if I can show you that pulsing light. If I can hit the... No, I'm not going to be able to hit it. There we go. I don't know if that shows up very well in the video or not. Gorgeous bike. A blast to ride. Super smooth. Like I said, with that windshield on it and everything, it's a pleasure to ride on the highway. It's one of the bikes that you can just go and go and go. It's built for long trips. And I just don't take it out enough to justify it. And my wife, her idea of a long trip is about 15, 30